folks. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna get done. PTSD vets. I want to train them. I want to help those guys. Because those guys, you know, they've blessed us, taking care of our country, and we're here bitching and moaning about bullshit, and they're putting their life on the line, and we're here whining about nonsense, and then they come back and they get kicked around like they ain't shit. So I want to help those guys. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but if anybody out there can hear me and you can reach me, please do. You know, J-Roz, I'm not easy. I'm not hard to find. You know. Wreckin Room NYC. Everybody knows me. Everybody coach J-Roz. I don't give a fuck what you call me. Just please come through, because those are the people that I've had an itch for them for years, man. I'm not talking shit about it like right now because I'm on this. I've been talking about this shit for a while, like probably more than 10, 15 years already. Yeah, I've been on it, and I'm like, all right, somebody, somehow, some way, has got to get to these guys because we can't forget about them. You know. Me, so because it bothers the hell out of me, you know, and I understand, I get it, and I don't get it, you know. It's like, even if I'm watering down the watered down version, how much more what else can I do? Like, you know, you're not gonna go in a tiny little bit, you know, like just go, you know. And I get mad at myself if I yell at myself. I gotta record my training because I'm in there yelling at myself in the truck. Yo, you fucking pussy ass motherfucker! You gonna do this? Are you gonna get this done? Or you gonna fucking die doing it? At least you'll be here. You know, stupid shit. You know, I was telling one of my clients. He said, "Coach, you know, you probably should record it." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're probably right." Actually, about what are we? 3 weeks ago, I'm squatting, and I'm doing 405. I don't know what happened. I hit the J cup, and you hear me going, oh, because I was using, you know those, the monolift, you know those portable monolifts? So I got the Rogue, but I'm not used to using those. So I put it in the front, and I'm squatting, and I hit it, and I'm like, I'm at the end. So I'm like, shit. And you hear, fuck, bitch, motherfucker. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. I threw the bar, and it landed on the straps, no problem. I was like, awesome. You know, I had to take everything out, put it back by myself.
Yo, I haven't even tried 225.
Yeah.
That's how.
No, but it took me a while to get back on because these things, you gotta.
It's my back.
No, 100%. And that's only because I was feeling, you know, it took me months and months to get the weight back up a little bit, you know, because I was having a lot of trouble. I get shots in the knees, and it lasts for about 6 months for us, and somebody a year. Somebody that's active for us about 6 months. So once I get it in, I try to go in as much as I can. I try to get to do the back and my knees, and then go in, and then try to get, and then plus I got to get some peptides though. I got to definitely get on them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because all this stuff, you know, is in a lot of pain. So I'll go with, you know, depending on how I'm feeling, you know.
If you want to sit down, it'll be easier.
No, go sit right here. Yeah, right here is good. Thank you. you see me holding on?
I feel the same way too.
Yeah.
It's easier this way too.
I was gonna tell you, you know, do you box squat at all?
Yeah.
Okay, because yeah. The reason I'm saying is because when I was with Professor Louis Simmons, God rest his soul, he said to me, I told him my injuries and everything and the age. He said, J-Rock, he goes, J-Rock, come here. You know what you got to do? Never mind. Don't worry about full squatting all the time. Get on a box squat and make sure you use, you know, your knee sleeves and all that other shit. Don't do it without it. Get on the box squat, you'll be fine. Unless you're gonna go to a competition that's different. But get on the box squat, you know, which I have in the truck. So I say, you know what? It's good enough for him. It's good enough for me. You know. So and that helps. Yeah. That helps a lot. It helps big time. Sometimes when I'm feeling a little shitty. Like, I'm trying everything, Grizzly, I'm trying this bar, that bar is not working, the Mars bar, I'll do half hills, you know, and then that'll help, you know. I don't feel great doing them because I know I'm holding on, but, you know, I don't get it twisted that, oh, this is the kind of weight I could use, but at least it's helping me get to where I need to go. Not to sit down, you know, because I get mind fucked because I'm like, oh, look, I'm doing, and half field squats are an amazing tool. You know, Fred Hatfield was an amazing. I never, I don't know. I know of him. I don't know of him. I don't know him personally, but I know he was amazing. So, and the stuff, and I study a lot of old school strength stuff, man. You know, and that works for me. So sometimes, if you're feeling kind of shitty, half field squat. Trust me. It'll 100% help me, because it helps. It helps a lot. And I still feel great. I'm sure that you're mad because your legs are big now, and I'm sure they will probably
So
trip.
Oh,
Well, we have what's it called? Dysphoria, body dysphoria, and strength dysphoria. We have big time because I still in my mind think about like what I squatted, before the pandemic, and then right after the pandemic, I'm like a little bitch, so that bothers the fuck out of me. I was feeling monstrous, and I was my last legit box squat was 545, and my last deadlift was 555, and I did it at Fit 57 and legs. It's a little gym, private gym. It's upstairs. It's PHYT. So it's a private gym. So if you ever need to bring like clients over there, yeah. That's what it is. It's pretty cool. And I brought strongman stuff over there. I was training people. They have a prowler, but I was training my clients with it, not this. But I was training there, and I was feeling pretty good. So I was, after my 600-pound. I wanted to get a 600-pound squat and a 600-pound deadlift, at my old ass, I'm a little busted up, but I'm still gonna, I keep, going slowly. Yeah. Slowly, I'm going, but I'm going. I'm 61, so I gotta be realistic with, yeah. I'm not 30s, I'm not 40, because when I was, if we would have met like right before the pandemic, forget about it, man. Me and you they would have thrown us out of the city.
I think that's one of my things too. Like training alone has been tough.
Yeah.
It's been so tough training. Mm-hmm. And now it's like I'm very picky with who I want to train now. And I get annoyed real quick when I train with somebody. Like I like training with older guys because they know.
Right.
I'm learning from them.
Right.
And then recently I've been training. He's actually the manager of my center.
At the gym?
Yeah.
Where you were? Yeah.
He's actually my manager. So we've been meeting up like 5, 4.
In the morning? God bless you.
So, like 5:30. But,
yeah.
But I'm gonna call him up. I'm telling him, Monday 4 in the morning. Cause we meet an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I want to do legs. I want to kick his ass. But now it's like, okay, now I'm the older guy.
Right.
I gotta kick his ass.
Right.
I want to destroy him.
Right.
Yeah, I want him to remember me.
Yeah.
Type of shit. So it's interesting. It's cool. It's been a cool little ride with him.
Right.
I gotta force myself to.
Yeah. I train a lot now alone, so it's difficult. So I 100% understand what you're saying, because some people, they talk about motivation. Motivation is a bunch of bullshit. It's discipline, man. Whether you want to be able to do it regardless, rain, shine, no matter what, how you feeling, because the iron has no feelings, So you get in there and get it done, and this is for you, not for nobody else. So I'll push myself no matter what, even if I have to change everything that I have programmed for me to do. I'll as long as I get some work in, I get some good work in, and then I'm not satisfied if I ain't walking out of there fucked up. If I'm not walking out of there fucked up, I'm like, all right, you better not say nothing to nobody, you little bitch ass motherfucker, because you gotta be able to, hold. I'm here to hold myself down, not of course my family and everybody else and my loved ones and shit, but for myself, personally, because I have a lot of clients that they are on all kinds of shit, and I'm looking at them like, wow, if you train, that'll take away a lot of shit, depression and everything else, because I suffer with anxiety and ADHD to the like 9,000 power, man. Years ago, If you would have met me years, not even before the pandemic, years before that, you would have been like, yo, my dude, you're like at 1,000, not even 100, bro. Slow down, like throw a rope on this motherfucker, slow him down, because I was always like back and forth. I'd have been in and out of here like, shoo, let's go. What are we doing? Let's go. You're like, yo, calm down, bro. Like, boom, you'd hit me in the head with a fucking sledgehammer. Calm down. Okay, we're gonna hit this. Okay, let's go. After we finish this, let's go. What else? Like, let's destroy ourselves, And sometimes, I'll do, like, I have like fuck you workouts, like, I call them fuck you workouts. You just destroy yourself. Don't think about it. Just go in. I write everything down, and even that when I'm writing it down, I gotta look back and see what the fuck I wrote down, because I wrote it and I don't remember what I wrote. Maybe getting hit in the head so many times, but my memory's like short-term memory is bad. So I gotta write it, look at it. Okay, we go from this one, that one, and I even put it so that I know I have to go in this fashion. I'm like, God almighty, this is a lot of work. And when you're training, you gotta set up a lot. Yeah. Like and that gets exhausting. Sometimes it gets exhausting. I'm looking at myself, and in the truck, I gotta do it all the time. So I'm looking, I'm like, this was a great idea, but for who, Because I set this up for everybody else, and they go, okay, coach, thanks, goodbye. And I'm like, yeah, fuck you too. Thanks for leaving me. Don't help put nothing back. I only had one student, and I call him a student, a doctor, and he's from Sloan Kettering, cancer surgeon. They used to help me put the stuff back, and I said, Doc, thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you helping me put this shit back, because everybody walks out of here like whatever. I said, you can't, like, I can't afford my coach's knowledge. I can't die and come back and receive their knowledge. So I'm thinking to myself, who the fuck do you people think you are? Like seriously? Like, on my worst day, you can't beat me. So it's like when probably my arms tied behind my back and one leg, you can't beat me. So I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, where does the perspective come in? And it doesn't for them, It just, and that drives me a little bit insane, And although, I need to pay my rent, man, but I got to change this stuff, because I'm just never satisfied with, not that that I don't thank God that I'm doing this already, that He's giving me the fortitude to go ahead and do this. It's just that I want to be able to touch people that want to have meaning, that's what I want. And one of the folks, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it's going to get done via PTSD vets. I want to train them. I want to help those guys, because those guys, they've blessed us, taking care of our country, and we're here bitching and moaning and groaning about bullshit, and they're putting their life on the line, and we're here whining about nonsense, and they come back and they get kicked around like they ain't shit. So I want to help those guys. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but if anybody out there can hear me and you can reach me, please do. I'm J. Roz. I'm not easy. I'm not hard to find. Wreckin Room NYC. Everybody knows me. Like, Coach J. Roz. I don't give a fuck what you call me. Just please come through, because those are the people that I've had an itch for them for years, man. I'm not talking shit about it like right now because I'm on this. I've been talking about this shit for a while, like probably more than 10, 15 years already. Yeah, I've been at it, and I'm like, all right, somebody, somehow, some way, has got to get to these guys, because we can't forget about them. There's no way.
That's why I go into parks thinking I'm going to be able to help kids.
Yeah.
I'm teaching people that are very wealthy.
Yeah.
They are super wealthy, retired doctors, architects, lawyers, and then I go to my chiefs. I'm more qualified than they.
100%.
They're not moving me up, and I know why. It's because you could say the tattoos, whatever, but it was already like that even before the tattoos.
Right.
I have a certain look,
Yeah.
a very intimidating look, and I already know that's why they don't want to put me in leadership position. So I've been trying to talk to them. I can go in the hood and teach these little kids. They're like, no. I can be a leader. How can I become a leader so that I can help citywide kids that can't afford my services?
Right.
Because these motherfuckers up in there can afford my services.
Right.
And I can charge them a lot more money.
Right.
But I'm over here doing free shit for these people, and that shit aggravates me. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, so why am I working for a city agency when I'm telling you guys, I told you guys from the beginning, I'm gonna help young individuals
Right, right.
that can't afford me, and I can help them go get a scholarship, go to university, go become a football player or a basketball player or whatever. I'm like, yo, you guys are fucking idiots, because I needed somebody at that age for myself,
Right, right.
and I didn't have that. So I was like, I want to be that person for the next generation of individuals that are out on the fucking street doing stupid shit because they don't got nobody to be mentored.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's mentoring them, and then the people that they're hiring are a bunch of idiots.
Right.
Oh my god, the people that are fucking hiring are just imbeciles. And even if you put this in there, let them know. Fuck the party. Fuck the government.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit,
We're just, you know what it is, that we're just in the wrong area. That's what it is. Somebody has to hear this and realize, look at this guy. Just look at you, and obviously, like my truck, right? I'm thinking, you can't make it easier. Bring it to you. You come from the house. You come in. You train. You go, right? And when I sat down, like I told you before, I sat down. I looked in the truck and I said to myself, why is not everybody coming in and out of here like a revolving door? It's just because the same way you. If I saw you, I'd be like, oh shit, let me attach myself to this guy because he looks like he knows something. You know, I don't give a fuck if he screams at me. I'm just gonna get as close as I can until he gets tired and say, all right, come on. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't not only look the part, you are the part. You know, and what happens is people are afraid of that. And then I realized when I was in the truck and I look and I said, okay, this looks like a torture chamber. This is not like, you know, you come in here, you're like, holy, like I'm at home right now, like, holy shit. I'm like, oh my God, you know, like, you know, and people come in like, yo, what the fuck is this? These people are insane. And she's more insane because she comes down here and does this shit too, you know? And, right? So, you know, they don't want to be a part of that. They want to lie to themselves. And my thing is to train people, you know, like when I grab somebody, I want to get numbers and start a program to train so we can move along. No, they don't want that. They just want to jump around, go out, get high, do what they got to do, come and sweat a little bit and think that they're doing something. That's not how this works, man. This is not what it's about. But again, both you and I, just because you're over there, they're looking at you like, okay, I'm good. Well, they're afraid of you first off, and you look at them and say they're not gonna fuck with you like that, you know. So I'm like, let me bypass this guy. Go to this guy with the blonde hair and blue eyes. It'll be a lot easier. This guy wants to, you know, really put some work in me, and that's what's going on with the truck. Cause I'm doing okay, but I should, yeah, 100%. Cause the truck went before I even started this. I researched it. Nobody had it. It was nowhere to be found. I looked every state, everywhere, nobody had nothing like this. I brought this together. I wanted an open concept. You know, it was like my wife and I sat like 2010. The idea was from 2010. We sat down, we were eating dinner, we were talking shit, and we were talking about ideas, and we came up with this Wreckin room truck, the truck, a mobile gym, and then we were coming up with ideas with the name. And then the Wreckin room comes from me constantly wrecking myself and wrecking everybody that I trained. So it was a joke. She was like, why don't we call it Wreckin room? And just to play on words without the G. And I say, oh, that sounds good. But I didn't put it together. I didn't need it because I was in the sports club. I was in Equinox and I didn't need to do that. But when the pandemic came, then I said to my wife, yo, what do you think? And I started it from the pandemic. When it came out, I bought the truck, I started it, and that's where it started. And now there's some company, I don't know the company, they have a truck that opens up and pulls one of these things out, pulls out a bench, and I'm like, oh, how cute. But they're probably doing the same shit, same bullshit, you know? And I want to train people, let them know, listen, you grind at your level, not mine, not at his level, at your level. Free yourself from everything that you're going on, the stress, the anxiety, everything. At least an hour, 2 hours, whatever. I need 3 hours or 4 hours, but that's neither here or there. We'll do it in an hour, you know. You know, I've gotten really good at putting a lot of shit in 1 hour from working at the club. Like putting a whole bunch, you know, from core work, floor work, all the way up to, you know, rotation or anti-rotation, blah, 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 and all that bullshit. Let's just go in, let's get it, and get the fuck out. And let's go, and I'll see you here again the next day. But, you know, this is how the truck was developed. And now they got this, you know, I don't know, I forget the company. I have it in my phone somewhere. There's a company that has a beautiful truck, and that's what I wanted to do, but can't do that here in New York because, you know, the rain, snow, not more than that, gonna bother the neighbors. Plus, I'm not the right color, you know. I try to do that shit about get your ass out of here. If I had actually people come in my truck to complain about music, and I don't even.
Complain, right?
Yeah. That I've had people come in and tell me that the music. I had a lady on Soho tell me that she called the cops on me.
Great.
Yeah, they came, and they were looking around, and I was in the front tallying up some, you know, sessions, and the cops were walking back and forth. I said, excuse me, you guys, maybe you looking for me, maybe? And they said, yeah, they said some truck was here with a lot of music. I said, well, the lady was probably talking about me, but I didn't have the music up loud. I was just had it up just enough, so because I was cleaning inside. So as soon as everybody's finished, I clean the truck. I clean everything anybody touches, so that the next person don't come here and touch what anybody else is doing. So as I was doing it, I was listening to some music, and nothing heavy, nothing loud, because I know where I'm at. But there was construction, and the lady's telling me, you can't be here with the music on. This is a neighborhood. I said, I can't even hear you because the construction's going on. What are you saying? And she was like, you can't have the music loud. I said, miss, I still can't hear you because of the construction. She's like, I said, what's the problem? My music is too loud? I said, I can't, how can you hear that over the construction? So, but she called the cops, and the cops came. And I was like, but again, I'm the wrong color, right? So if it was anything else, it would have been fine. It's no problem. Then I had another guy come there telling me, how am I in the neighborhood? He didn't know I've been in the neighborhood. Who the hell are you? So I'm providing a service for the neighborhood, you know? And he was telling me that I couldn't be there. I said, do me a favor. Go about your business, man, you know? So it's going to happen here, you know? It's never going to go away. It's never going to go away, you know? And I'm here to help everybody. I'm here to help all lives of walks of life. That's what he's here to do. I'm not here to segregate anyone, man, but they're going to do it against us. But I want to reach people that really need our help. If I had a person that came around, man, forget about it. It would be insane. And when we get to everybody, we need to. Somehow, some way, we're going to find each other. Because God don't like ugly, that's for sure. And there's a lot of ugly and a lot of bullshit going out there. A lot of bullshit training and not a bunch of nonsense. And I'm 61 years old, and I'm still getting after it. So there's things that I can't do anymore. I can't jump at a 40-inch box anymore, you know, because my hips can't leave the floor. I can't even jump off the curb. But that's another. I could teach somebody else. Well, he'll do it. I'm not gonna do it, you know. But and it pisses me off. It gets me upset, you know. But it's just something that we're gonna have to just deal with. That's it.